I believe the number one reason for why most people fail to get any traction on YouTube is not actually understanding YouTube itself, but really understanding themselves. You see, most people lack the understanding of who they are, what they stand for, what type of content they want to create, and what really their goals are in general. So let me ask you a question. If you don't really know where you're going, how are you supposed to get there? Well, the short answer is you can't, because you don't have a map to your destination. So what I want to do in this video is I want to give you a simple framework that I've used and you could use as well to really discover what your YouTube niche should be, but more importantly, discover who you want to be. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's go ahead and dive in. Now, to discover your YouTube niche and to discover yourself, we're going to use a Japanese concept called Ikigai. Now, the term Ikigai basically means a reason for being. It's a simple framework people use to really discover what they want in life and how to make their life a lot more meaningful. So to kind of explain it real quick, basically you have 4 different circles over here, right? And it's gonna be what you love, what the world needs, what people will pay you for, and what you're good at. And when you're able to find the intersection of all these 4 points, then that's going to be your Ikigai, and that's where you're going to discover it yourself. And you could also use this directly and apply it to discovering what type of content you actually want to create on YouTube. Now I'm going to dive into each one of these points, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can use it right now to discover your Ikigai. Now, the first one we're going to cover is what you love, right? So the most important thing when it comes to creating content on YouTube is you got to understand, do you actually enjoy that type of content you're creating? Don't just create things because it gets clicks and likes and things like that. You have to think of it long term. Are you talking about something you care about? And don't worry about whether it gets views or whether you can make money from it. What I want you to do is basically just list out 5 different things that you are passionate about. What are things that you like to spend your free time on, right? Not getting paid for it, you just enjoy that subject. It could be anything from fashion, shopping, yoga, video games, Pokemon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It really doesn't matter. List out 5 things that you really love. And I promise you, there's gonna be a market for it. Now that's gonna lead into the second point, which is what the world needs. Now, when it comes to what the world actually needs, there's 2 ways to look at it. Number 1 is entertainment, like for example, movies, video games, anything that entertains somebody. People need that in their lives, right? Because you can't just live life not entertained. The second thing is education, teaching someone how to do something. And if you kind of figure out these, whether it's one or the other or both at the same time, that's gonna be what the world needs. So let me give you an example by just showing you in YouTube. So for example, if you are very passionate about confidence, you want to teach people how to be a more confident person, or you want to share your journey on how you were able to go from being shy to becoming super confident. Well, if you look on YouTube and just type in the keyword confidence, you can see that there's so many different videos about confidence, how to be confident in any situation. Justin Bieber music video, that doesn't count. Tony Robbins, how to create massive confidence, right? So if you kind of just look at the search volume, it's very high. 2.6 million people in the entire world are searching confidence every single month. But let's say you want to go into something else. Let's say you're into fitness or you're into yoga, right? So there are yoga channels with literally millions of subscribers, and there's a market for this, right? So if you love yoga, maybe you can start talking about yoga in your YouTube videos, right? Now, when it comes to how many people are actually searching up yoga every month, well, according to the TubeBuddy, which is a tool you can use, a Chrome extension to figure out how many people are searching for a key term, 23 million people are searching yoga every month. That's a huge market. So if you love the yoga, the world needs it. The world needs people to talk about yoga and teach them, right? And it could be entertaining as well. It could be other things like guided meditation. Many people are searching for this. But let's say it's things more like offbeat, right? So let's say Pokemon, right? You would think like, oh, Pokemon's for kids and things like that. But here's the thing. When you look at how many people are searching Pokemon every single month, it's 118 million. That's bigger than confidence and yoga combined. So Pokemon is huge, right? So if you created a channel about Pokemon, people actually need it, right? Well, number 1, they want to be entertained. They want someone to talk about Pokemon and explain certain theories and concepts about the backstory, right? They need people like that. Number 2, there's a lot of Pokemon games. So there's a lot of content creators that create Pokemon content, teaching you how to play the game better or showing you these tips and strategies so you can be a better player in the Pokemon games. So when I really said in the beginning of the Ikigai, find things that you love, I was very serious, because you'd be surprised. The things that you love, a lot of other people love them all over the world. And if there's so many people that love a similar topic, you can actually create a channel based on that topic and actually have it be successful, because there's so many people that need this type of content, whether it's Pokemon or Fortnite. Like if you really look at Fortnite, how many people are searching it? 229 million are searching Fortnite every month. 200 million. That's actually double, almost double what Pokemon is. So like if you love Fortnite and you're good at the game and you want to share content about that, there is a market for that. So again, when it comes to your Ikigai and the things that the world actually needs, it doesn't have to be so transactional. It can be a form of entertainment, right? So entertainment and education are the things you gotta think about. So for this section or for this part, write down 5 things that you feel the world needs and that are related to your interests, right? And just make those lists. And we're gonna put this all together, but for now, 5 things that the world needs. All right, so now we're gonna go to the third point, which is what people will pay you for. Now this one's really interesting because whatever topic you decide to do, whether it's meditation, yoga, confidence, Pokemon, Fortnite, it doesn't matter. You have to think about how people are making money in the space. And how you wanna do that is you wanna find the top 5 influencers or content creators that are making content around a specific subject you're interested in, and see how are they making money, right? Are they making money from selling their own products and services? Or are they making money from brand sponsorships, right? Or advertisements, right? So you just wanna see how exactly they are monetizing this attention. If you can kind of see like big brands like Toyota and Nissan, or like Hot Pockets are, you know, pumping money into these content creators, they're probably putting in a lot because these are major brands, then you can kind of see like, hey, if you create content like this, you might be able to get similar type of sponsorships. Or if you see another creator creating their own products and services, you have to think to yourself, can you yourself make those kinds of things and sell it to your audience? And if it's a yes, then you know you can make money from the things you actually love. Now, the final piece of the puzzle is finding things that you are actually good at, right? For example, let's say you wanted to be a Fortnite content creator, right? Fortnite, again, is one of the most popular video games out there, right? It's a shooting game. So if you are not good at Fortnite, you have to ask yourself, would people want to watch you? And unless you are a very entertaining personality, the answer might be no. And that's totally fine, because maybe you weren't cut out to be a Fortnite player, or maybe you could play Fortnite, but you can be an entertainer. So maybe it's not about your actual skill, but people like watching you playing that video game, you put that content on YouTube. But overall, it's super important to actually be good at the thing that you're doing. Otherwise, people aren't really gonna be interested. And so when it comes to this point, just list out 5 different things that you are actually good at that relates to your interests. And I forgot to mention that when it comes to what people will pay you for, type 5 different ways to make money from your specific interest and put it there, right? So now you have 5 things you love, 5 things the world needs, 5 things that people will pay you for, and 5 things that you are actually good at. When you find that intersection where all these 4 points are gonna meet, that is gonna be your Ikigai. But you want to remember, you have to find the intersection where all these 4 points meet. And so let me give you an example of what not to do, right? So let's say you have something you love and you are very good at it, and that's gonna be your passion. But if you love something and you're good at it, but the world doesn't need it, they don't care, and no one's gonna pay you money for it, then you kind of just have a passion or hobby, right? You can't make it into a career. Now, let's say you're good at something, and the people are willing to pay you for it, but you don't love it and the world doesn't need it. Well, if you don't love it, it's like being in a job that you're good at but you hate, and that's not gonna be any fun, right? Or let's say the world needs it and people are gonna pay you for it. Like for example, painting walls. You like to paint walls and that's how you make your money. Nothing wrong with that. But maybe if you don't love it and you're not good at it, then it's just a job, right? It doesn't really do the thing for you. And let's say you love something, the world needs it, great, but you're not good at it and nobody will pay you for it. That's just like a mission. It's not sustainable as a business, right? Especially if you're doing a YouTube channel, you don't want to do it for free forever. You want to actually make it into a career. So these are scenarios where if only 2 points overlap. But let's say 3 points are overlapping, but you're missing one, right? For example, you're good at something, people will pay you for it, the world needs it, but you don't love it. If you don't love it, then you kind of put yourself in a box or a trap where you're creating content, you're making money, but you don't like it. So what's the point of even doing that kind of business, right? Or another example, you're good at it, you love it, the world needs it, but nobody will pay you for it. So if you're doing all these things, people say, they love it, but you're not making any money from it. Well, if you have a family, how can you feed your family? Or if you want to build a real career, but no one's willing to pay you money, then it's not really a career. So you kind of see the importance of why all 4 points need to intersect, right? Not 2, not 3, but 4. Only when you find 4 do you really find the direction that you will actually want to go. And like I said before, the biggest reason for why people don't find traction on YouTube is not because they don't understand YouTube. it's actually because they don't understand the Ikigai and they don't understand themselves, right? You have to understand like, what is it that you love, what you're good at, what does the world need, and what can you be paid for? By answering these questions, you're gonna have the right direction or right roadmap to get you started in the right direction to create content you care about, and it'll be something that you can create for the long term. And that's the game here, long-term career building. It's not about get rich quick. It's not about get 1 million subscribers fast. It's about what are the things that you can do on a daily basis to actually get to your goals sustainably. So with that said, make sure you do this exercise. It's actually very important. Don't just watch it. Actually list out 5 things of what you're good at, what you love, and things like that, and find the points where they intersect. So with that said, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Let me know in the comments what your Ikigai is based on everything you learned in this video, because I'm really curious to know, what type of channels you want to create, and maybe I'll help you give some feedback if you are looking for it. So make sure, put your Ikigai in the comments. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. So with that said, my name is Patrick Dang, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.